I'm Dee Caffari and I'm UKSA's Mental Health Ambassador, and I'm here today talking to some of their further education students, talking about mental health when out at sea for long periods of time and answering some of their really interesting questions.
Hi Dee, what was the biggest mental challenge that you've had to face on sea?
I think for me, always the biggest mental challenge is about my self-confidence and self-belief. I set myself up in these challenges and then I suddenly question whether I've actually got the ability to do it. But I have to remember that I put the preparation and training in and I just need to deliver and enjoy it.
Hi, my question is, what's your best advice for staying mentally fit in rough conditions?
I always remember that the bad stuff never lasts forever. At some point the storm will pass and life will get back to something more comfortable. And I think if you keep that in the back of your mind, you never kind of lose perspective on the conditions that you're going through when it gets difficult.
My question is, how did you cope mentally while being so isolated on the water?
Well, I think you have to remember that you've chosen to be there. It was your choice to do the adventure that you're on. And I think you have to remember that so many people support you in getting there to the start line. So actually, you're fulfilling the dream for everybody. And I think if you remember all that positivity, you don't feel so isolated when you're out there on your own.
My question is, how did the financial challenges of sailing around the world affect your mental health?
Financial responsibility is always in the back of your mind and it is a burden for everyone. But I've been really lucky that most of my adventures have been sponsored. So it's been funded and I've just had to go and deliver the physical action. But there's still that investment of emotional and personal commitment that you'll give to the project. And sometimes that has a more profound effect than hard cash.
Hi, so my question for Dee is, while you were at sea, how did it affect your friends and family when you came back and relationships back on the land?
When you're at sea, you've gone through so many experiences that are really personal to you that it's sometimes quite hard to share those stories, especially when everybody wants to know everything all at once because they're so excited that you're back. But it just takes a little bit of time for you to get used to being in an environment where you're talking and sharing and interacting with people, especially if you spent so much time on your own like I have. So it just takes a little bit of time to get that transition, and then actually it's really enjoyable to share some of the experiences that you've gone through because you will have changed as a person and it helps your friends and family then understand those changes.